Hello everyone, and my name's Bob Mitch. Hot damn, we're back in Star Citizen. It's been a long time since we've done some gameplay because I've been waiting a long time for the 3.10 PTU. 3.10 PTU Wave 1 has gone live this evening. Didn't jump straight into it because I was playing some games with friends, but now I am in it and I'm just going to run through the features and things that they've put in through the patch notes. So most of the noteworthy stuff that's going to be coming in when this thing hits live. And straight off the bat, if we go into our MobiGlas here, you can see that they've changed some of the icons, or sort of tweaked how things look along the bottom. And for instance, looking at the map now is now Skyline if you want to do the map. And we also have the MO Trader, so you can go and send money to people. You see, being the PTU, it is still horrifically broken in a lot of ways. There's still a lot of issues, so I don't know if this is working properly. Like, I don't even see friends at the minute, but that's because I've probably not copied across my friends list, so it's something I'll have to try. Contracts manager as normal, live works, vehicle maintenance services, and journal. This is not all, however, so as well as being able to, have a new menu option, because now I've got the trading app, we can also go and look at some MobiGlases. So now the shop that's in New Babbage, in the Plaza, I want to say, the Plaza or the Commons, I think it's the Plaza. Let me find out what the name is. It is the Factory Line shop in New Babbage, so we'll just head in that general direction and you can get some new MobiGlases, or new variants. I don't know what they look like because this is the first time I've done it, so we'll go and see. Okay, so yeah, this is the Plaza. So this is the Plaza. There's the coming out of the terminal where the big exercise area is, and I assume we can now go into this building. So this is Factory Line, this is where it would be. Oh, we can go downstairs now, okay. This is very new. All very clean and Apple Genius bar looking. I'd assume there is some kind of variant going on that we can look at. Ice Pick. With advanced cell diagnostics. Also, crypto keys. Okay, so these are crypto keys, these aren't even MobiGlases. So this is a new version of a crypto key. Not sure if it's better or worse. How much does it cost? Because that normally tells us how good these things are. 1600 UEC. So I don't know if that's a PTU price because they're very cheap for what they are. So it's hard to say if they will make an improvement. The verse as it was meant to be seen. So these are contact lenses, I assume. Included with every MobiGlas 2.0, the Referral AR lens. Yeah, so that would explain the hood. We can't do anything to change these at the moment, but if they put this in as something that we can change later on, then all the better for it, because we can customize the hood a bit more. Keep moving around. These look like MobiGlases. So if I press F1, my character's just wearing a default and black one at the minute. I would assume this means we can get different colours. So azure casing, plum casing, yeah, so these are just the colour variants. Which is what it says in the patch notes basically. So let's buy this swanky maroon one. Purchase is complete. I would assume there is now a menu option for it in our equipment manager. Yes, there's another tab called Technology. And maroon casing, and there we go, you can see she's got a maroon MobiGlas on now. So just another cool little thing that you can change for your character. So MobiGlases, what colours have we got so far then? I imagine all the colours of the rainbow, which we can see here. So I can't look at that one. That one's black, grey, more black, green, yellow. I'm not colourblind, so I hope I'm not reading these out incorrectly. Plum, blue, sort of ocean. Yeah, they called it ocean in the game, didn't they? Yellow one. I didn't mean to quick snap on that. And then the maroon one I just bought. So Just carry on moving around and see if there's some more or if it's all the same. But we can get a white one here. So again, more variants. It seems like there's sort of different backgrounded ones. So, you know, white strap, black strap, and then the colours on top of that. So, a few choices. Choice is always good in something like this when you want to customise your character's appearance. And I imagine further down the line, appearance will matter a lot in Star Citizen. And what are these? Muse Sim Pod. Okay, so they're like VR pods, something else that we can't use at the minute. Projectors to create a colour density more vibrant and images more detailed to create an immersive experience. So VR in Star Citizen, I would assume. So yeah, there's a little look around what we can do on the factory floor. The next feature that I can show you is very quick and easy, and that is helmet visor wiping. So now when you're running outside in the big bad world, which we will go and do, there is a keybind that lets your character just basically wipe her visor. So I don't think we'll go outside with what I have on at the minute because it won't ice up very quickly. But yeah, the default keybind is left, shift and Z, and you can see your character just quickly wipes over the visor. It's basically an animation, so you can see she kind of bugs out and does it twice to start with, which happens with a lot of animations when you do like an emote for the first time. It tends to sort of stick and do it twice. You can see she stops doing it after the first time. So just another cool thing they've added. The next thing we're going to have to look at is they're looking down the list of what they've put in the patch notes. There's cover usage and shotgun assault tactics by NPCs. I can't test that right at this moment because I'm not in an NPC environment, but what I can show you is the bartender. So apparently we now have a working bartender at New Babbage. So let's go and pay him a visit and see if he serves some drinks. So here we are at Willie's. There are indeed NPCs around now. Let's see if we can interact and buy something alcoholic. You sir, are you going to talk? Oh, I had options pop up then. Oh, he's walking away. Hello? He's doing something. Okay, we'll try another one. Oh, there's another one coming to serve me. Oh.
Whiskey, beer, or whiskey?
Whiskey, beer, or whiskey? I want some liquor, please. Whiskey and cola. Processing. Processing. He's doing the same thing. Oh, are you going to do something? Come on, gents. Don't let me down. Are you going to work? Drink? Yes? No? Oh, there we go. So one did. Just seems to be very delayed.
What can I get you?
Yeah, see? They're a little bit tricky. So we'll try it with you. They've ordered a whiskey and cola and they don't seem to be doing anything. So ordering beer seemed to work okay, but whiskey and cola really doesn't want to do anything. And now I just want to test if my character can get very, very inebriated. Because I haven't actually done that before. I've not tested it with any other drinks, but then again I don't think we've had a drink apart from in like Lawville in the bar where you can just go around and pick up random alcoholic drinks, which, let's be honest, is never a great idea. But we just get very, very drunk. Can we get very, very drunk? Can I be a bad bar patron and throw this glass at you? Apparently not. So you still have some common sense in that regard. We are going to put the glass down there though. Oh, Mr. Echo is requesting me. Yeah, so these guys are still a bit buggy, as you might expect. So we're going to go and test some other things now. So the next major thing to test is ship performance. So there's a pretty big change to the flight model. Various tweaks and changes have been made so that ships perform differently depending on their aerodynamics and thruster placement. So depending on where their thrusters are all over the ship and whether they are designed to be aerodynamically efficient or whether they are just essentially a flying brick, this will have, I say flying brick, just a brick with an engine on it, like the Caterpillar. They will have different responses, and they will slew and they will yaw and pitch differently depending on how they are. So we will head to the spaceport and we will see what we can do, because there are two very important ones I want to look at. First one is going to be the Carrack, because the Carrack obviously is going to be one of my main sort of lifeblood ships in Star Citizen. I'm sorry, Mr. Echo, I'm not doing calls at the minute because I'm recording. And the next one, because it's going to be one of my babies, is going to be the M50, because the M50 has been changed so that it's been modernized, so to speak. So the M50 was a very, very old model, and they have finally given it some love and revamped the look of it. I don't know if they've changed much about the outside, I don't think they have, but I know that they've given it a much better looking and less blocky kind of cockpit. So we'll go and have a look.
Doors are now closing.
And the elevator's broken. Lovely. Right, can I use the rear one? Welcome to the PTU, everyone. No, I cannot. Well, damn. I shall have to try another server. Be right back. I've not seen this armour set in person yet. It makes this dude look like some kind of junkyard Mysterio. Okay, right, back in the terminal. We'll go and grab a Carrack. I will explain for the people who may have not watched one of my videos before or seen me do flight things. I'm not a military pilot. When it comes to Star Citizen, I'm no military pilot expert, even though I feel I'm a competent shot. So the focus of my stuff is exploration vehicles. So I still, at the moment, fly using mouse and keyboard. I'm a mouse and keyboard peasant. I don't have anything like a HOTAS. I have an Xbox controller that I may fly with at one point. I do want to get a HOTAS because I play a lot of DCS. Recently got into the pitfall that is playing DCS in VR as well, so that may be a grand mistake. But yeah, so this testing as such will be done with mouse and keyboard, so we'll see how twitchy it is. Okie dokie, new server. Still night time, unfortunately, and New Babbage Spaceport appears to have swallowed my Carrack, so I had to claim it. So for now, if this works, because this is looking like it doesn't have an elevator. Wow, things are broken. Oh no, there we go. Then we're going to try and do it with an 890 instead. This thing doesn't have touch sensitive or the screen type buttons in it, so hopefully this will be a bit more simplified. Let's call the hangar so we can leave.
You are clear to launch.
I hope that little alpha bug doesn't persist. They just managed to fix all those on the 890. Hopefully they haven't got another big bunch of them. So flying the 890 is normally a bit slow and laborious anyway, but it will be interesting to see how it handles aerodynamically, if you can call it that. It sounds very angry and noisy outside. There we go. Right then. Trying to remember the keybinds. I'm not doing a very good job of it. ourselves some engine. You can see that they've changed the UI now. So the UI looks a little bit different. It looks a bit cleaner. This thing really didn't want to get off the ground.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Oh, that's cool. So we have a little pipper now to show our angle of attack change. I don't know if there's another proper aeronautical term for it. Again, it is nighttime, so it's hard to show what's going on. I know YouTube isn't going to render this very well. We will try and fly towards the sun, because it does look like it's coming up. Our directional pipper, so they really have done some work with this now. So this is also going to show our sort of target sleuthing, so you'll be able to tell now when something is moving and which direction it's going to change. Like you can see, I've got my little line pipper there that's showing me my direction of change. Now it will show you for other vehicles. Probably not so much going to work very well with a mole, I could be wrong. He doesn't seem to be doing much right now. So you can see it's leaving a red streak behind him. It's quite difficult to show because he's moving sort of parallel to the ground, but it will give you an idea as to where your targets are moving, or rather where they have been, not so much where they're moving to. I should also note that this pitching and rolling that I'm doing is not me. So this must be the new aerodynamic things in effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this at a 10-degree angle of attack, roughly, and then I'm going to let it just sit at speed. It's very squirrely compared to what it used to be. Okay, see if we can get it just sort of level flight. So I'm not moving the stick now. I've not told it to pitch up as it is doing. It just seems to want to naturally pitch up, although the 890 jump isn't aerodynamic in any shape or fashion really. And I'm having to work quite hard there to make it pitch down. See how it just wants to snap straight back up? Let's let it sit there, and that is what I'm having to do. I'm having to hold it at like a 4-degree angle downward just to maintain level flight. Let's put the landing gear up. I didn't realise I still had those down. Or was the landing gear already up? I couldn't tell. Gear is down, it says there. There we go. It wouldn't let me do it from the external view. How about that? So you can see now it's still wanting to pitch up, just ever so slightly. Let's increase the speed and we'll see what it does. Oh, now it wants to go down. So now the increased speed is being affected by the pipper. So at slower speeds this thing isn't as responsive. It doesn't seem it wants to be very responsive at high speeds either, because I'm trying to give it extreme angles and it really doesn't want to behave, you see? How about a little bit of yawing? So there's a little bit of roll going on there as well that I'm not doing. Can definitely feel the changes, and I can see how this may aggravate a lot of people. Whoa, really didn't want to pitch up then. It don't want to. I'm holding on full angle of attack to go up there, and it just doesn't want to know. See, if I even lower it a tiny bit, it just snaps straight back down. This thing don't want to go up. See how, try as I might, I can't get this thing's directional pipper to raise above a 5-degree angle. Not without a lot of force anyway, so that's full force upwards. And it still won't go to the 10-degree angle. You see? It's almost like it's stalling now. See that? I'll let it go. And snap straight back down. We weren't even at 10-degree angle of attack there, so yeah, I can see why this is going to irritate a lot of people. Not that it should, because at the end of the day it's just trying to behave more like something this big and heavy would do in atmosphere, but it also means that this thing is going to take well, an age to get into space now, which could be a problem. So we'll stick with it, we'll see what we can do, but I cannot raise the directional angle of attack more than 10 degrees. It just does not want to know. Let's see if I can do anything about that. Maybe if I thrust, yeah, that's changing it. So this is the afterburner, and I'm overheating the engines, and that raised it, but now I have like next to no speed. And the instant I let the nose drop, you can see the angle of attack is dropping as well. I can see this being very frustrating. It certainly makes you wonder that 890 pilots are going to try and spend more time in space than they are down at their luxurious destinations, because their captains are going to hate landing the bloody things and or taking them off, I suppose. So, yeah. I just wanted to go through a quick feature change of what we got. So there's still more to look at. There's using the MobiGlas app to transfer money. There is the NPC behaviour, so not just the bartenders. Oh wow, I'm already at 75% fuel already. That should tell you something. There's the bartenders, which obviously in my little look just a few minutes ago didn't work quite properly. They gave me some beer, but they weren't very keen on selling me whiskey. Maybe I just look funny. And there is NPC behaviour for the enemy AI, so more on them using shotguns to sort of push you rather than just stay behind all the time and sort of amble about as they used to, and they'll use cover, so that the new sort of algorithms or gubbins that they've been using for them instruct the NPCs to use a lot more cover now. So they can use crates and things like that, even if it's not full cover, it's just partial cover. So yeah, NPC behaviour, MobiGlas variants, the helmet wiping, the M50 is still out there somewhere. I don't have an M50 in the PTU because I don't actually own one, I just have one from referral things. So I'm going to need to go to Hurston, I believe, and go and purchase one, and then flight test it. However, I don't think I'm going to be doing it in my 890 because it's probably going to run out of fuel before it gets there. So yeah, quick feature look over. I will bring you some more stuff as the PTU gets updated. I'm trying to sort of be a bit more methodical with this. I don't want to just try and launch into everything straight away, because this is first wave PTU and there is still a lot of issues, lots and lots of issues that were in the patch notes, so things are still very broken. So whilst we're still waiting for this thing to go to live, this is a sort of a release candidate for Wave 1 PTU. It is in no way, shape or form ready to go into a live environment yet. So with that, I will leave you with my still not very rapidly ascending 890 jump, which is probably going to run out of fuel before I get there. Starting to behave a little bit better now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.